was beautifully quiet, but somehow it forgot how to bloom. Every morning looked familiar, painted only shades of gray. Every road felt like a picture, slowly fading day by day. Then you smiled across the silence, like the sunrise through the blue. And every color found its meaning the moment I found you. Love didn't change the whole world, it changed the way I see, turning every little moment into living poetry. The color of loving you painted skies I've never known. Every ordinary heartbeat became a place called home. The color of loving you, brighter than the morning light. Even stars look different now, every single night. The color of loving you still colors all I do. Blue became a peaceful promise, golden afternoons grew wide. Every crimson autumn sunset carried you with every tide. Even rainy window mornings found reflections soft and clear, because every shade around me whispers that you're here. Tiny flowers by the sidewalk, little birds across the sky. Every simple work of nature feels like love passing by. People search for brighter places far beyond the sea. I discovered every color living inside of we. The color of loving you painted skies I've never known. Every ordinary heartbeat became a place called home. The color of loving you, brighter than the morning light. Even stars look different now, every single night. The color of loving you still colors all I do. If someday all the flowers fade and winter hides the spring, you'll still be the gentle artist behind everything. Years may soften photographs and seasons drift apart, but your favorite colors will forever fill my heart. Because love isn't simply seeing, it's learning something new. That beauty was always waiting to be discovered with you. The color of loving you never fades away. Every sunrise paints another dream across my heart each day. The color of loving you still shines inside my soul, turning every broken yesterday into something whole. The color of loving you is the masterpiece I'll spend forever living in. Maybe the world never changed. Maybe love simply taught my eyes how beautiful it had always been. is your favorite color?
Before the lights come on, before we go our separate ways, just one more song. The room is slowly getting quieter, chairs are empty, people gone. The band is packing up their instruments like they already know it's done. Outside the night is waiting, the dawn is not too far away. And somewhere in the silence I can feel us slipping away. We both know what tomorrow brings, we both know we can't stay. But maybe for a few more minutes we can keep the world away. Give me one more song before goodbye, one more chance to hold you close, one more memory for my heart before I have to let you go. Let the music slow the ending, let the night refuse to move. Give me one more song before goodbye, one more dance with you. The way your hand fits in mine still feels like coming home. And every second standing here makes it harder to let go. The record keeps on spinning like it doesn't understand that some stories aren't forever, no matter how much we plan to. Maybe love isn't measured by how long it gets to stay. Maybe it's measured by the moments we remember anyway. Give me one more song before goodbye, one more chance to hold you close, one more memory for my heart before I have to let you go. Let the music slow the ending, let the night refuse to move. Give me one more song before goodbye, one more dance with you. Years from now I'll hear a melody and think about this night. The way your eyes caught the moonlight, the way you held me tight. And though the road ahead may take us to places far apart, there'll always be one final dance living inside my heart. Give me one more song before goodbye, one last moment standing still, one last chance to tell my heart the things it never will. Let the music play forever, even after we are through. Give me one more song before goodbye, one more dance with you. Give me one more song before goodbye, before the night turns into blue. Because no matter where life takes me, part of me stays with you. The lights are coming on now. The music's almost gone, but somewhere in my heart we're still dancing. I found an old box in the attic, covered by the dust of years. Inside was a letter I had written, filled with hopes and hidden fears. Your name was on the first line, my heart was in every word. But somehow I never mailed it, and you never knew what I felt. Maybe we were one letter away from forever, one brave moment away from a different life. Maybe all the stars were waiting for words I never dared to write. While the midnight echoes through, maybe we were one letter away from forever, and forever was you. I still remember that summer, the way you smiled across the room. Every little conversation felt like flowers learning to bloom. But I kept my feelings hidden, afraid to lose what we had. Now the silence tells the story of the chance I never grabbed. Maybe we were one letter away from forever, one brave moment away from a different life. Maybe all the stars were waiting for words I never dared to write. Now I'm holding faded pages while the midnight echoes through. Baby, we were one letter away from forever, and forever was you. If I could go back to that evening, I'd leave my fears behind. I'd place that letter in your hands and finally speak my mind. Maybe we were one letter away from forever, one small step away from something true. But even after all these years, my heart still runs to you. Now the ache is slowly fading, but the memories still shine through. Maybe we were one letter away from forever, and forever
Saturday at noon, I'd find myself on aisle 3, looking through the same old novels, wondering who I'd like to be. Then I'd see you by the window, holding books against your chest, and somehow the whole world slowed down, like it wanted us to rest. I came for the books, but stayed for you. Some stories end, but this one felt true. Between the pages and the dust, between the words we never planned, I found a reason to believe in something I could understand. I came for the books, but stayed for you. And now every chapter leads me back to you. Sometimes we'd reach the same bookshelf and laugh before we'd step aside, talking about our favorite endings like we had nothing left to hide. The afternoons became familiar, like a song I'd always known. And every time you smiled at me, that little place felt like home. I came for the books, but stayed for you. Some stories end, but this one felt true. Between the pages and the dust, between the words we never planned, I found a reason to believe in something I could understand. I came for the books, but stayed for you. And now every chapter leads me back to you. Maybe love isn't a thunderstorm or fireworks in the sky. Maybe it's someone beside you who makes the ordinary shine. I came for the books, but stayed for you. Of all the stories ever written, you're my favorite truth. Between the pages of our lives and all the years we're passing through, I found my happy ending the day I found you. I came for the books, but stayed for you. And now every chapter leads me back to you. It's funny how life can change because of one small decision. I almost stayed home that evening, almost said I was too tired, almost chose another outfit, almost let the moment pass by. Standing in front of the mirror, second guessing what to do, never knowing fate was waiting just a few steps from my room. Sometimes forever starts in ways we never see, hidden inside little choices that feel so ordinary. It was the dress I almost didn't wear, the night I almost wasn't there. One small choice changed everything, and suddenly you appeared. If I'd listened to my doubt, played, the room was crowded, faces blurred into the light. Then somehow through the noise around me, you became the only sight. You smiled and asked a simple question, nothing special, nothing grand, but somehow in that tiny moment my future reached out its hand. Who would have thought forever could begin this way? Not with fireworks above us, but one ordinary day. It was the dress I almost didn't wear, the night I almost wasn't there. One small choice changed everything, and suddenly you appeared. If I'd listened to my doubts, if I'd stayed where I was, I would have missed the greatest love I've ever known, because of the dress I almost didn't wear. Now every time I see that dress hanging quietly in the hall, I think about how close I came to missing it all. And every thread reminds me how fragile fate can be, how the smallest little choices can become eternity. It was the dress I almost didn't wear that led me to your heart. A single moment changed the story right from the start. And if I had to live it over, I'd choose that night again, because the dress I almost didn't wear brought you into my life. It was the dress I almost didn't wear, and now I'd never change a thing. It's funny how life can change because of one small decision. And because I chose to go.
The funny thing about time, it never slows down unless I'm with you. Morning light falls through the curtains, painting shadows on the floor. The world keeps racing all around us, but I don't feel it anymore. People hurry past our window, chasing dreams they cannot see, while one quiet conversation feels like forever to me. Every little smile you give me, every heartbeat, every touch, turns a single passing second into something so much more. You make time slow down, every moment lasts somehow. When you're here beside me, nothing else exists but now. You make time slow down, like the world forgets to move. Every second becomes forever, every heartbeat leads to you. We've watched sunsets without speaking, counting colors in the sky. Somehow how hours disappear slowly, like they never had to fly. Every laugh becomes a memory, every glance becomes a song. Even silence sounds like music whenever you come along. Some people spend their whole lives trying to hold on to the day. I only need your hand in mine to make the hours stay. You make time slow down, every moment lasts somehow. When you're here beside me, nothing else exists but now. You make time slow down, like the world forgets to move. Every second becomes forever, every heartbeat leads to you. If tomorrow comes too quickly, if the seasons drift away, I'll still remember every little moment like it happened yesterday. Because love isn't measured by the number of our years, it's measured by the moments that we never wanna disappear. You make time slow down, like forever stars tonight. Every dream I've ever carried finally feels right. You make time slow down, every sunrise feels brand new. And if life keeps moving forward, I'll keep walking next to you. You make time slow down, just by loving me the way you do. The funny thing about time, it never really stopped. It was my heart learning how to stay. Look up, we're staring at the same moon tonight. The streets are almost sleeping, only headlights drift below. The city's wrapped in silver, like a dream moving slow. I wonder if you're smiling as you watch the evening sky. Maybe somewhere in the silence, our hearts are side by side. No matter where tomorrow finds us, no matter what we do, there's one thing that never changes. This moon still shines on you. Under the same moon, I'm thinking about you tonight. Every star keeps whispering everything will be alright. Under the same moon, no distance feels too far, because love keeps finding us wherever we are. The breeze carries little memories, like songs we used to sing. Every laugh we left together still echoes through the wind. I close my eyes and picture your hand reaching for mine. Even miles cannot erase a love that outshines time. Maybe that's the secret of hearts that stay so true. The whole sky keeps reminding me I'm still that never broke us after all. Until that day arrives, I'll keep looking to the sky, knowing every moonlit moment brings us closer. With time under the same moon, every dream still leads to you. Every heartbeat carries hope, strong enough to make it through. Under the same moon, I'll keep believing too, because every night reminds me I'm still in love with you. Under the same moon, until I'm home with you. Look up, the moon hasn't forgotten us. Good night, my love. My love.
Every Tuesday at the same time, you'd sit across the room from me, reading pages of old novels, lost inside your own daydreams. I never thought we'd start talking, I never thought you'd know my name. But one rainy afternoon, everything began to change. It started at the table by the window, with 2 coffees growing cold, 100 little conversations and stories slowly told. You turned ordinary moments into memories I can't forget. And every time I see the rain, I remember when we met. Now the city keeps on moving, and the seasons come and go, but I still hear your laughter like a song I used to know. Every corner of that cafe still reminds me of those days when we found something beautiful in the most unexpected way. It started at the table by the window, with 2 coffees growing cold, 100 little conversations and stories slowly told. You turned ordinary moments into memories I can't forget. And every time I see the rain, I remember when we met. Maybe love doesn't arrive with fireworks in the sky. Sometimes it walks in quietly and changes your whole life. Started at the table by the window, where 2 strangers became home. And even if the years go by, I'll never be alone. You turned ordinary moments into memories I can't forget. And every time I see the rain, I remember when we met.
perfect timing. Just an ordinary Tuesday that quietly changed everything. The traffic lights were changing colors, people rushing through the day. Nothing looked any different, nothing hinted love would stay. Then I caught your gentle smile, like sunlight through the rain. One simple hello later, nothing felt the same. Life doesn't send a warning before it changes you. Sometimes forever starts on an afternoon at 2. We found forever on a Tuesday, on a day just like the rest. No grand beginning written, just your heartbeat in my chest. We found forever on a Tuesday without even knowing why. Love quietly arrived without asking the sky. We found forever on a Tuesday, and every day became brand new. Now every passing Tuesday feels brighter than before. It reminds me that forever can walk through any door. The smallest conversations, the coffee that we shared, turned into the greatest memories, because you were standing there. People spend their whole lives waiting for the perfect time to begin, but love writes its own story, where ordinary has always been. We found forever on a Tuesday, on a day just like the rest. No grand beginning written, just your heartbeat in my chest. We found forever on a Tuesday without even knowing why. Love quietly arrived without asking the sky. We found forever on a Tuesday, and every day became brand new. Years from now we'll laugh together, thinking how it all began. Up beneath the sky of fireworks, just two hearts without a plan. We'll tell our children someday, love doesn't need a perfect view. Sometimes destiny wears blue jeans and shows up on a Tuesday afternoon. We found forever on a Tuesday. Now every week begins with light. Every ordinary morning feels beautifully right. We found forever on a Tuesday, the simplest miracle I've known, because home was never somewhere, it was you all along. We found forever on a Tuesday, and I'll keep finding you every single day. Funny how forever never asked for attention, it simply arrived on an ordinary Tuesday. And stayed and stayed. I wasn't looking for a memory, then your song came on. Driving through an empty highway, half asleep beneath the stars, searching through the radio stations, trying to outrun my heart. Then a melody appeared, like a ghost from years ago. And suddenly the miles around me became somewhere I used to know. That song on Channel 7 took me back to you tonight, back to all those summer evenings beneath the dashboard lights. I thought I left those memories somewhere far behind, but that song on Channel 7 brought you back to life. Every lyric felt familiar, every note a photograph, every chorus carried pieces of a love we thought would last. The road kept moving forward, but my heart stayed in the past, listening to the soundtrack of a moment built to last. Maybe songs remember people long after they're gone. Maybe love becomes a melody we keep carrying on. That song on Channel 7 still echoes in my mind, and every time I hear it, I leave the years behind. Some songs never end. Spring whispered, summer sang, autumn remembered, winter waited, and somehow every season called your name. Spring arrived with fields of flowers, painting colors through the air, but somehow every blossom blooming still reminded me you're there. Summer stretched across the shoreline, golden sunlight kissed the sea. Still the brightest thing I'd ever seen was you smiling back at me. Maybe nature keeps repeating just to help my heart explain. Every season has its beauty, but they all still say your name. Every season calls your name, every whispers of love again. Every season calls your name like an old familiar song. No matter where this life may take me, you've been home all along. Every season calls your name inside my heart forever. Autumn filled the streets with amber. Leaves were dancing in the breeze. Every golden afternoon felt like another memory. Winter wrapped the world in silence. Snowflakes slowly kissed the ground. Yet the warmest place I've ever known was wherever you were found. Every year keeps turning pages. Every chapter feels brand new. Time keeps changing all around us, but my love stays close to you. Some people count the passing years, watching calendars go by. I count every changing season by the sparkle in your eyes. Every season calls your name. Every sunrise does the same. Every breeze that softly finds me whispers of love again. Every season calls your name like an old familiar song. No matter where this life may take me, you've been home all along. Every season calls your name inside my heart forever. One day spring will visit softly. Summer sunset still will glow. Autumn leaves will keep on falling. Winter winds will gently blow. Years may write the silver stories upon every smile we wear, but every season still will find us standing hand in hand somewhere. Because love was never borrowed nor measured by the years. It quietly becomes eternal through ordinary days and tears. Every season calls your name. Every heartbeat answers to. Every road I've ever traveled somehow led to you. Every season calls your name like the stars above the sea. And every tomorrow waiting still begins with we. Every season calls your name. Yesterday, today, forever. Always you. The flowers, the waves, the falling leaves, the snow. They were never trying to change my heart. They were simply helping it remember you. Sometimes I wonder if love had a sound, would it sound like you? I've heard the ocean in the summer, I've heard the rain against my roof, I've heard the city after midnight, and 1,000 songs of truth. But none of them could ever capture what my heart is trying to do. Every time the silence breaks and I'm talking with you. Maybe some feelings are too beautiful for words alone somehow. Maybe they become a melody the moment they're felt out loud. If love had a sound, I think it would sound like you. Soft as a whisper in the evening, bright as the morning breaking through. If love had a sound, it would play inside my soul, like the sweetest kind of music, making broken pieces whole. Maybe it would sound like laughter floating through an open door, or your voice saying my name the way I've never heard before. And maybe it would sound like heartbeats finding rhythm side by side, like two lonely songs becoming one under the same sky. Some melodies are written, some are simply found, and every time I'm near you, I hear that perfect sound. If love had a sound, I think it would sound like you. Soft as a whisper in the evening, bright as the morning breaking through. If love had a sound, it would play inside my soul, like the sweetest kind of music, making broken pieces whole. Years from now, when we're older, and every season has gone by, I know I'll still hear your melody whenever I close my eyes. Because some songs last forever, even when the music fades, and your love will keep on playing through every passing day. If love had a sound, the whole world would sing along, because every beat inside my heart has carried you all along. If love had a sound, it would be the song we made, two hearts finding harmony in every note we gave. If love had a sound, it would sound like you. Sometimes I wonder, if love had a sound, maybe I've been hearing it all along.
For a long time, I thought I was lost. I took the long way through the years, chasing dreams that came and went, following signs I didn't understand, wondering where my heart was meant. There were cities full of strangers. There were nights I felt alone, trying to find a destination without knowing where was home. Now I look back at every wrong turn, every road I wandered through, and suddenly it all makes sense. Every road led to you, every mile, every memory too. Every moment I thought was random was quietly pulling me to you. Every road led to you, even when I couldn't see that all the places I was searching were leading you to me. The heartbreaks taught me patience, the distance taught me faith. Every goodbye I thought would break me helped guide me to this place. Because if one thing had been different, if one day had changed somehow, maybe I wouldn't be standing here looking at you now. Funny how forever waits for us in ways we never choose, and all the roads we thought we lost become the ones we use. Every road led to you, every mile, every memory too. Every moment I thought was random was quietly pulling me to you. Every road led to you, even when I couldn't see that all the places I was searching were leading you to me. Years from now, when we tell our story and laugh about the things we've done, we'll realize the stars were working long before we'd even begun. Because destiny isn't a lightning strike or something falling from the blue. It's every little step we ever took, becoming me and you. Every road led to you, every sunrise, every moon, every chapter of my life was writing this love story too. Every road led to you, that's the truth I finally found. And after all the years of searching, you're where my heart slows down. Every road led to you, and I'd walk them all again. For a long time, I thought I was lost, but maybe I was just finding my way to you.
Funny thing about memories, you're in almost all of my favorites. I was looking through old pictures on a quiet Sunday afternoon, dusty moments frozen in time beneath a fading summer moon. There we were beside the ocean, laughing underneath the stars. And suddenly I started noticing just how much much of my heart was ours. Some people become a chapter, some people become a page, but somehow you've become the story I keep reading every day. Every good memory has you standing somewhere in the light. Every laugh, every adventure, every beautiful night. When I trace the road behind me, there's one thing I know is true. Every good memory has you, and every future does too. The little cafe by the river, the road trip singing out of tune, the rainy days we spent together, watching storms pass through the room. Time keeps moving like a river, but some things never really change, because every favorite moment still carries your name. If happiness had a photograph, if joy had a point of view, I think every picture would somehow lead me back to you. Every good memory has you standing somewhere in the light. Every laugh, every adventure, every beautiful night. When I trace the road behind me, there's one thing I know is true. Every good memory has you, and every future does too. The best part of every story isn't where it starts or ends, it's sharing every page with someone who feels like your best friend. Every good memory has you, like sunlight woven through my life. Every dream feels brighter now, with you right by my side. And when the next chapter begins, there's nowhere else I choose, because every good memory has you, and I never want to lose. Every good memory has you, and that's my favorite truth. Funny thing about memories, you're in almost all of my favorites. And the best ones are still ahead of us. I didn't notice it at first, but somehow you were always there. Looking through old photographs scattered across my floor tonight, I found your face in the background of moments I'd forgotten with time. At the school fair in September, at a concert in the rain. It's funny how our stories crossed before I knew your name, like pieces of a puzzle waiting years to fit, like fate was drawing lines we couldn't see yet. was leading me to your light. I spent years searching for forever, never knowing what was true. Now I look back and realize it was always somehow you. You were standing in the crowd the summer that I moved away, a stranger passing by my story, just a heartbeat from my face. And I was sitting here together, laughing about the years gone by, finding all the little moments where our worlds pass side by side. Some things take a lifetime before they make sense, and some hearts find each other exactly when they're meant. It was always somehow you in every chapter of my life. Every road I thought was random was leading me to your light. I spent years searching for forever, never knowing what was true. Now I look back and realize it was always somehow you. Maybe love doesn't arrive all at once like people say. Maybe it grows quietly through 1,000 yesterdays. And every step that brought me here, every dream I wandered through, was preparing me to finally meet you. It was always somehow you, the answer hidden in plain sight, the face that kept appearing through the seasons of my life. And if I could relive everything, there's nothing I would undo, because every road led me to always somehow you. I didn't notice it at first, but somehow you were always there.